Remember, Mary DeAngelis is in our chat on QVC.com today. Search live stream on QVC.com, and that's where you'll find Mary chatting with all of our foodie friends. And Prepology is a brand you'll only find at QVC. And Prepology is all about helping you out in the kitchen and adding a little science, but making the science fun and easy. That's the ology part of Prepology, right? And what we're going to do today is bring you a 3-piece 8-in-1 silicone splatter guard set. Follow me over here, and I will show you that you're going to get a small, a medium, and a large of these splatter guards. Now, obviously for splatter guards, they're great. You can also bake on these, you can roast on these. You can also use them for straining, you can use them for steaming, you can use these as trivets, and yes, we have colors for you. Now, this color in the red is called tomato. From tomato, we take you into mint, then ocean blue, and finally the amethyst. You'll also notice that there are double handles on either side. Follow me back over to the pots and pans, because now it serves as a little kickstand. So if I need to get in and deal with the chicken that's frying inside the Le Creuset, I can prop this up on its side or take it out and put it back on top, so that way none of that hot grease splatters or becomes a problem as I'm cooking around my stovetop. Ever made Sunday sauce and had it take on a mind of its own and start gurgling and burping at you? Yeah, that's the one. This is what we don't want to have happen. So we're going to cover that up and let that sauce and meatballs do its job down inside, but no one gets burned by flying sauce. Let's welcome in Kathleen Ashmore. She is a chef. She's a busy wife and mother. She is a blogger. She's a social media phenom. And she also is someone that knows her way around a great gadget in the kitchen. Kathleen, it's good to have you back with us.
So good to be here, David.
So talk to us about these splatter guards, because this is something that is far more than just a splatter guard. It's an 8-in-1.
Yeah, you know, the first thing I was going to say is that calling it a splatter guard doesn't really do it justice, because this is something you will use in your kitchen every single day for one way or another. There are actually 9 ways, because I just discovered a new one yesterday, to use this in your kitchen. So definitely a splatter guard. So anything you're making, particularly things like bacon, fried eggs. I have a 5-year-old that is in love with fried eggs. He considers himself a bit of a fried egg master, which you can imagine the kind of mess that makes. Typically, if I had made fried eggs this morning, you would be able to see it all over my very white pants, but you can't. So it is absolutely a great splatter guard, but it is good for so many other things. You talked about roasting and baking, right? So I've got here, I do chocolate chip cookies on it. I'm a big baker. I do it constantly. So I use these a lot. I've got some croissants here. And one of the best parts about this particular guard is that it has these perforated holes. So you are not going to wind up with a soggy bottom. It allows the air to really come from underneath to get this nice, crispy, golden crust that we're all after.
Well, something like this is really, Kathleen, so perfect, because we've got bacon cooking here. I've got Sunday sauce and meatballs in here. And this is starting. I just noticed they bought a new stovetop for us, and no one told me how to work it. So
love when that happens. Well, honestly, David, I have plenty of stuff to show you here.
Well, no, mine's fine. I mean, you know, I just don't know how to adjust it, because it's all fancy and newfangled. I don't have any idea. There are no knobs or buttons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you that we've got chicken frying here. We roasted a chicken in the oven, because you can use this in the oven. It's oven safe to what temperature, Kathleen?
446 degrees. Very exact.
Oddly specific. Yeah. And then we can bake on this. We bake some croissants.
Yeah. I did some croissants as well. You've got a pizza. I'm actually going to pull a pizza out right now, because I've just finished it. And something that I want to show you is that when you cook pizza and you've got the tomato sauce and the cheese, it bakes onto your trays, and it ends up being a real pain to clean. What I love is that because this is silicone, the cheese literally crumbles right off. So talk about mess-free roasting and baking, right?
Well, let's talk about colors again, and we'll let everyone know we've already taken orders for 400 of these are out the door. These are also all dishwasher safe, even bottom rack, because they are coated in the silicone. You can also put these in the microwave oven because remember that nothing can arc because it's all sealed. I have this in the Amethyst. I also have it in the Ocean Blue. This pretty green color is called Mint. And finally, most limited is Tomato. And only 1,100 to go around. You get the small, the medium, and the large. They have these dual handles on the side, so they serve as little kickstands. If I want to strain with this, Miss Kathleen, I believe I have, yes, some pasta in this one. So I can bring this over to my sink, and I can use it as a strainer, right?
Yeah. One less dish to clean, which we all love. It also prevents, David, when you're dropping a whole bunch of ravioli or pasta, inevitably that hot pasta water comes at you, right? If you've got this here, you're protecting your skin, you're protecting your clothes.
And you're making it easier across the board in the kitchen. Easy cleanup, goes into the dishwasher.
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
then
freezer
also,
safe.
I love it in the microwave because when we put things in the microwave, things tend to splatter, right?
Oh, yes. I actually have some oatmeal in my microwave, which I feel like oatmeal is one of those things when you put it in the microwave, you kind of cross your fingers because it ends up boiling over every single time. So I like to put one underneath and on top. And then not only is it keeping it from going all over your microwave, but you're protecting your hands from the piping hot bowl. So you can just hold them like this and carry it right onto your countertop.
Because I don't know how to turn off the new stove, I showed another feature. You can use it as a trivet. So after, because when you drain all the water out of that pasta and you put it back on a hot stove, the pasta starts to sizzle. So I put it right on top and used it as a trivet. I'm not saying the new stove isn't lovely. I just don't know how to work it.
There's always a learning curve, David. It happens to me too, and I do this for a living too. So
I know it's always something, right? So I'm just going to come over here and do what I know to that doesn't change. My apron is purple, and I can sit on the sink, and I can tell you about colors. Okay, I know those things to be true. All right, this is the Amethyst. Now fewer than 1,000. Here's Ocean Blue, 1,000, and Mint, 1,100 if you'd like the Tomato. I have fewer than 800 remaining. How many ordered now on the show? 1,200 of these are gone. We still have hundreds of folks on the phone lines. Kathleen Ashmore, you busy lady. If we want to find your blog, what's the name of it?
It's KathleenAshmore.com. That's Kathleen with a K. I've got all my recipes on there, including this spinach dip, which will be on there in the next couple weeks. So,
and if you want to find her on social, it's Kat Can Cook with a K, right?
Kat Can Cook, absolutely. And I just want to show you quickly, David, I discovered the other day that you can put these on top of food when you're doing a barbecue and you don't want the bugs to get in there. I kind of discovered it accidentally, and I was like,
perfect. They're little shields. Oh, I love that. All right, Kathleen Ashmore, great to have you with us, my dear.
So good to see you always, David.
Thank you so much. So we've got a 1 day only or today only price. So we're going to the next set.